Because to think Dak Prescott ain't talented at all is just ridiculous. But at the same time, I just know Carson Wentz is better. I think Carson Wentz is going to prove it. I think he's going to prove it. I think next season the debate is just going to be over and done. But I think Carson Wentz is going to take it over. I think he's going to take over the conference.
Let me tell y'all something, man. There's nothing better than a Cowboy W. It's nothing better than being tested and passing it. There's nothing better than being doubted and overcoming it. You know what I mean? They can make all these excuses about your Dallas Cowboys all they want, but we gonna keep on boogieing. Zeke is washed. Zeke is terrible. Zeke ain't what he is. Zeke don't need to. Alright. Okay. Listen, man. Listen, I just want y'all to be focused. There's going to be a lot of distractions in the media, and they're going to be talking about a little bit of everything but what they need to be talking about. But you need to be a Cowboy fan. You need to be obnoxious because they're going to hate you anyway. We're going to talk a little bit about what the offense was able to do. Y'all may even get a little bonus film session at the end of this thing. Let's boogie. I think a lot of what we were able to do on offense last week, specifically in the run game, because that's where we really started to put the nipple on the titty. And it's just so interesting that our interior guys have a bad week against an elite D lineman, but then when we have a good week of versus a really, really good D line, now we can't give our interior guys no love. It's cool, man. I'm gonna put on for the offensive line, but a lot of what Zeke and Cousin Tony was able to do it was a product of the guys up front. I'm gonna say about the front 6 or 7 because when Conor got involved, he was great. When the tight ends were involved blocking, they were great. You know what I'm saying? Take a look at the front side. Take a look at what Tyron Smith and what Connor Williams is doing right here. Connor Williams getting a good latch on, then he's gonna get those hips moving. First of all, sir, we're going to end up on the back hip, and we know that Zeke is probably going to end up on this corner of us, so we're just going to take Connor Williams' hips. We're just going to flip them things around, okay? Good. Take a look at Tyron Smith right here. Tyron Smith is going to move to the next level, take brother Shaq Thomas here. Every time I saw Tyron Smith touch Shaq Thomas, right, I don't know if it's because of the small number that Shaq was wearing. Shaq is kind of small, but, Tyron is, big too, but I feel like I've seen Shaq go up against offensive linemen. Every time I seen Tyron Smith or one of our offensive linemen touch Shaq in his small number, it just looked bad. It just looked rough. Then you got pretty good movement from Tyler and Zach and from Terrence Steele on the back end. I was impressed with the whole offensive line. We got plenty more to watch than Zeke just gonna do his thing on the back end, bro. When did they touch him? How long did Zeke run before they touched him? Let's see. The line of scrimmage was that line right there. Let's see what line Zeke got to before he was even touched. Let's see. No line? All right, cool. Don't worry about it. Moving on. All right, so peep, check this play out. We're going to go ahead and run it, and then we're going to come back. We're going to talk about it. This was the big Zeke run here. And man, bro, the offensive line was just so impressive throughout this whole situation. And not even offensive just by themselves, man. I just keep saying, the tight ends also, bro. And we're gonna talk about Lil Connor a little bit later. But let's just take this thing 2 by 2s, right? Twos. Let's take a look at your left tackle and your left guard right now. Tyron Smith and Connor Williams. What I thought was so interesting is that they ran this little trap motion with Connor, this little small trap pull that we really didn't need, right? We could have just blocked the end with Tyron and blocked Shaq with Connor. We could have just done that, but it probably would have been more effective to just move guys around a little bit because, linebackers read keys, and when they see pullers, they go into the direction of the pullers. We know that Dak had his back turned to this side, so we know that Zeke was running to the right. So we need to get guys away from that side, right? Just seeing Connor pull a little bit. Take a look at Shaq, right? Just seeing Connor pull kind of draws Shaq into that direction, and you see Tyron Smith getting upfield, and every time Tyron Smith touch Shaq, it could be the little number, but it just made me sick every time I see it. Why the hell is he moving just so easily? Why is 2 numbers is always bigger than 2 7s is always bigger than 1 7? What are you doing? Come on, Shaq. And then we'll move on to let's see what our center and what our right guard did. So we're not gonna look at Zach right now. We're just gonna look at our center. Hey, 1-on-1 versus one of these big bad D linemen that y'all is afraid of. All right, cool. Hey man, y'all need to give y'all offensive linemen credit when they do good things. Y'all been talking about trading left guards and centers for 3 whole weeks, and all we've been doing is just imposing our will in the run game. Be grateful. This was so impressive right here. It don't get no better than what Zach Martin and Terrence Steele did right here. It don't get better. You see this big ass child here? You see this big 95, this huge human right here? They just took him, picked him up, and put him in the basket. If you are familiar with my show, we make this analogy all the time. It's like you pick a child up, you put him in a grocery basket, you just go shop. They took 95, and this character is all the way. He's at the star. He lines up in front of the star, not touching none of the star, and they take him all the way to the star, and they move him past it. He moves past. Come on, son. That's like 10 yards worth of movement right there, bro. I can't, man. I'm just waiting on the NFL to be like, Terrence Steele took steroids. He got to be out for 6 games. I'm just waiting on it. And then you see Zach Martin come off on the linebacker. Brilliant. Look at what your tight ends are doing. Moving 53 ass around, moving 21 around. Take a look at Amari Cooper right here, coming up to get hands on 24, right? Even Zeke right here, right? Take a look at him. Like Zeke is setting up. 29 is not on the screen right now. 29 is right here, right? What Zeke is gonna do? Zeke could easily just run right down Terrence Steele's right hip right here, and if he did that, he'll probably get tackled. But what he's gonna do is he's gonna set up with an outside move. He's gonna move that safety move, that DB 29 right here. He's gonna right here, and 29 is going to come up and fill because he felt like Zeke was coming in that gap, but Zeke is going to get back to the inside. But we're going to show you one more time without me stopping. He's going to fake to the outside. 29 is going to come up and fill. No, you're not. He's going to get back in, and once Zeke has the leverage advantage, right, he gains the leverage advantage right here. When 29 came down the field, now Zeke has the leverage advantage right here. Everybody's a couple steps away from Zeke right now, and when you're a couple steps away from Zeke right now, you just kind of stay a couple steps away from Zeke, unless you got the angle like 21 did. But great play by everybody, by the blockers and the runners. So let's talk about this Blake Jarwin play, right? First and foremost, because everything happens for a reason. There's a lesson in every bar. Dak is going to put Blake Jarwin in motion, and with him going in motion, his cornerback's going with him. So we know, all right, cool, we're in man coverage right now. Let's just run the play. We're in man coverage, and we're going to run this natural pick route, and we got to keep giving Kellen his respect because he's going crazy out here. Kellen has been finding natural ways to run pick routes, to run these interferences without actually physically running into guys, because you get penalties when you run into guys. We had a penalty this week or last week, something like that, but referees be bugging. So anyway, we're in man coverage, so we know that everywhere Blake goes, this cornerback is going to go with him. If it was zone coverage, we probably would have went to like Lamb down here or something. But since it was man, watch this. Noah Brown's going to run his interference. He's going to go up, boom, interference. And watch how Blake works outside, then works inside, right? Him working outside, what that does is if he's going to work outside, his cornerback is going to go outside with him, right? Let me just show y'all this, man. He's going outside, cornerback going outside with him. And with the cornerback going outside with him, Blake creates that space because the cornerback has to go over the top of the pick. See? Like Noah Brown didn't have to run into Jarwin's corner. The space, right? We created this rub, we created this pick with just natural spacing, which is why Kellen Moore is just getting busy out here. Like look at how much space was created simply because the cornerback that was covering Blake Jarwin had to separate and then come back, and then Noah Brown, and Noah was cheating here because he looked back and he looked directly at Blake Jarwin here, so we was really setting him up. But bro, just the natural space that was created just by making this corner go over the top of the interference opposed to running into somebody. So not only is Kellen doing it, but Kellen's doing it safe, bro. Fantastic offense what we're running. Also, I think that running so much tight end stuff is just taking a toll on them, right? Like we do a lot of stuff with the tight end, and we'll put both of them out there and we'll kick their ass with it. And I think that makes them kind of overreact a little bit. This is the Cedric Wilson touchdown. We'll just kind of run it and we'll come back and we'll talk about it here. We'll just run it and we'll just talk about it here. But Cedric Wilson gets wide open, looks like that because for two reasons, right? One, we just have respect in tight end land now. So, you know, they know that Dak loves tight ends, so now that when we see tight ends, that's going to create mismatches for other people, right? This you could cover said, but hey, let's go over there and see what's going on in tight end world. But another reason, let me just show y'all this. Another reason why this worked, another reason why Cedric ended up running free and why they went straight to Schultz is Rain Dakota Prescott. Let's all just focus on Dak Prescott right now and just see what he did, right? These little small sudden movements, these little small pump fakes, these little small hip feints or whatever. If he's gonna pump fake, if he's gonna stare down Blake Jarwin, he's staring down Blake Jarwin right now, right? He's staring down and he's feinting and he's hip faking directly at Blake Jarwin right now. And that's going to make guys come down. But, bro, if you're going to come down on Blake Jarwin, we're going to hit Cedric Wilson wide open and he's going to – hold on, time out. Cha-cha real smooth. It's just what it's going to be for you, man. It's too much stuff going on. Let's talk about Cooper's touchdown because it's so much fun that's going on in that. It's just so much excitement that's going on in that, bro. Just come on, bro. It's just come on, man. It's route running from Coop. It's blocking up front. It's pump fakes from Dak Prescott. You know what I mean? Take a look at Coop on the route, right? I'm gonna feed you the inside move. I'm gonna work to the outside. Then we're gonna come on, son. Come on, sir. So why did the cornerback bite on Coop's move right there? Was it simply just Coop's route running, or was it Dak Prescott pump faking back here? Was it Dak's footwork here? Was it Dak faking the out right here? Come on, sir. Was that the case? You know that the Carolina Panthers were coached to get their hands up to bat down short passes, and they did a good job at that. They even batted down a handful of short passes, right? But if we're gonna use it, let's use it against them, right? So even when we're going deep, let's give ourselves a little more time and let's pump fake to get you off your pass rush. Take a look at your right tackle Tyron Steele. He's gonna run into one of his ops, right? And that rush is gonna stop because he's getting his hands in the air. Why was his hands in the air? Dak out here pump faking. You jumping in the air, you give me an extra second to, you know what I'm saying? You give me an extra second to navigate. Also, can we get to the cartel view to look at cousin Tony right here in this block that he about to deliver? Listen, bro, like this was a complete team show. You know what I mean? The whole offense got busy. Every soul got busy in the offense. So we got to play with Conor Mcgovern right here. I really wanted to show this play because I think we did something very interesting at the fullback spot here with Conor. Let's just kind of run the play and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it a little bit. This was a pretty good run by Zeke here. But this is what happened though, bro. Let me just show y'all this. First of all, I just want to show you the scheme of the blocking scheme or whatever. Then I want to show you something very interesting that I saw from it. So basically, we're going to full zone this thing and block the first three gentlemen here with our first three guys. So 7, 52, and West 53 or whatever. And this fat kid, we're going to block them with Tyron, Conor, and Tyler here, right? So boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Easy peasy, right? And then on the backside, I want to show y'all. We're looking at Terrence Steele right now, 7'8". We're gonna look at him. He's gonna base block with this end right here. All right, cool. Don't worry about it. This is what I found interesting. Normally, in like the regular world, Zach would be blocking this tackle by himself, and maybe Terrence will be climbing to the linebacker to block him, and then maybe we'll get like a mismatch block on like who's a Sprinkle versus this end guy. That's what like normal world would be. But that would be like a mismatch for us. It'll be a disadvantage for us. Bro, imagine if you just had two guards, right? If we just reinvented offensive line, right? And you had two guards and the right tackle. But you just didn't want to put your guard on the outside because then he'll have to block like one of these small kids, right? But by putting Conor Mcgovern right here, I think his ass from the fullback position comboed with Zach Martin right here, right? With Zach Martin and Conor Mcgovern, your right guard and your fullback, and you never hear shit like this. Your right guard and your fullback, and I could totally be wrong. I'm gonna send this clip out to a couple other coaches just to get their ideas on this. Your right guard and your fullback blocked your defensive tackle and their Mike linebacker, right? But they didn't just they comboed them, right? Combo in a way that, okay, Zach or the fullback could block this defensive tackle. And you wouldn't do this with a normal fullback because you don't want a fullback potentially having to block a defensive tackle. But when you got Conor Mcgovern as a fullback, then you can do that. You can have this combo. And I think placing McGovern right here, because you just can't put him up on the line right there because it's other little things that you gotta do scheme wise that'll make that not be a thing, because you don't want to get like an illegal procedure call and nothing like that. But putting Conor McGovern right here, you go, all right, we just got two guards and we're just gonna combo this nose all the way to this linebacker. So what happens is the nose crosses Zach Martin's face. If the nose would have stayed in the A gap, then Zach Martin probably just would have blocked him, and Conor would just go upfield to block the mic. But instead, what happens here is he crosses Zach Martin's face. Okay, and I knew this was the case because Zach Martin, one, let him go, and two, Terrence Steele wasn't looking inside, right? So in my mind, Conor McGovern and Zach Martin just comboed from the fullback spot. From the effing fullback spot. I'm nerding out a little bit as an offensive line guy, pardon me. But from the effing fullback spot, they comboed this one tech all the way to the middle linebacker, bro. Come on, son. Kellen Moore, one of them people, too. Hey, man, just like y'all like to talk about Shanahan and, you know what I'm saying, Zach Taylor and, you know, my mans that's over there, and what's the name or whatever. Y'all talk about these high level OCs and what they do in the pass game and what they do in the run game. Like they're really special about what they do in the run game. Bro, like Kellen getting busy too, bro. I just want to let y'all know, man, Kellen getting busy out here too, bro. Don't forget that. Then we're going to talk about this play at the end. We're going to wrap this thing up. The fourth down play to, you know, win the game. More creativity. Kellen Moore getting busy. You know what I mean? What more can we do? What more can we do? Y'all, do y'all, I mean, pun intended, like, what more can we do? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro. So this is simple. It wasn't as funny looking and extravagant as I thought it was. I thought it was a triple option. I thought Dak had an option, but Dak didn't have an option. It was just a simple handoff to Zeke, and then it turned into a speed option, right? So we're gonna look at the blocks in a second, but they ain't really have to block too much because we're really letting one of these guys run free. I guess that'll be that gentleman there. Dak is going to hand the ball off, and at this point, Dak is no longer in the play. It is a one-on-one speed option with Zeke and Tony Pollard versus this cat. If he comes down to play Zeke like he did, he pitched the ball to Tony. But if he would have stayed out wide to play Tony, then Zeke would simply just keep the ball, and it'll be a one-on-one with him versus number 4 there. If that would have happened, but that didn't happen. You know, he stayed square, pitched to Tony. Tony turned upfield, one-on-one with him versus 4. He ran over 4. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Is this Noah Brown out here whooping some kid ass? Just yeah, just whooping some kid. And don't cry now, player. Hey, you ain't gotta cry now, player. Oh, don't be like that. And what was the blocking like? Let's see what the blocking inside was like. We're just gonna look at Connor Williams in the center, and what about the right guard here? You know, Zach get busy. You know what I'm saying? Terrence. All right, Terrence. All right, but hey, man, fun game, bro. Fun game, bro, and we just keep on doing it. We just keep on stacking these good wins on top of each other. Get a little victory formation for you. You know what I'm saying? We just keep stacking these wins on top of each other, bro, and it's just paying off slowly but surely, bro. Don't forget who you are. Don't forget who you are, man. Stay diligent and remain steadfast in what you believe in, bro, because they don't want you to be happy. As a Cowboy fan, they don't want you to be happy. They're going to look at all the PFF grades, and they're going to try to find all these excuses and be like, well, Mike McCarthy, look, man, we ain't taking no negativity right here because we out here beating the hell out y'all heroes, bro. They wanted to convince you for a week that the Chargers wasn't good. They wanted to convince you for a week that Justin Herbert was good and that the Chargers was bad. So it'll make the Cowboys win look a little certain kind of way. Man, I chose a scrub. It'll just, you know what I'm saying, to make you feel a certain kind of way, bro. then look at what the Chargers did last night versus the Raiders and the week before against Kansas City, bro. Like, we've beat quality teams, dog. And the Carolina Panthers earn my respect. They're a good team. That's a good defense. That defense is going to beat up on a lot of teams moving forward. But we just who we are. The Cowboys are just who we are. And y'all better enjoy that, man. Don't miss out on this season. Don't let this season pass you by because you out here listening to haters on like social media. Let me fight that fight. Let me fight social media fights. Them I Am Legend monsters out there. Y'all just worry about enjoying this whooping that we putting on the league. Y'all just worry about this revenge tour that Randy Dakota Prescott putting on their ass. All right. Roundtable Wednesday. See y'all there. Follow me on Twitter. VOCHLONBARDI. Y'all hold down for the Doski Woski. Till next time. Peace.